Alright, what's good, guys? I'm back. So, I just got done getting my thoughts together about this chapter of One Piece that just dropped, and alright, so it is fully established now that every member of the Vinsmoke family, save for one, I think, is a total, absolute asshole, like grade A dickhead. Like, these people, my dude, are abusive, contradictory, hypocritical, savage, and just flat out fucking ruthless. Like, not to mention technologically advanced, because, you know, they clearly know about the usage of hockey and stuff like that, but, you know, they use technology. So, you know, I'm still standing true to my theory that somehow Sanji and his siblings might come together at some point, though that theory is kind of slipping away now because it's obvious that his brothers 1 and 2, that I think number 1 said that he was excited to see Sanji after they burnt down that island, and I think he was only saying that because he's excited to see him so he can probably beat the shit out of him some more, because Sanji as a little kid was always berated and abused for cooking for others, and his brother, the number one, beat the shit out of him, like, a lot, and Sanji couldn't do anything to defend himself because he was the weakest. And speaking of his brothers, all 4 of them, numbers 1, 2, Sanji, number 3, and Yonji, number 4, were all born on the exact same day. So that's interesting. I want to get to know some more about that. But more to the point, though, his brothers are assholes. Like, Yonji and number 2 just stood there while number 1 just mercilessly just pounded the shit out of Sanji's face as a kid. You know, called him a black sheep, called him a stain on the family, called him a disgrace, all this other, like, really fucked up shit. And his dad walks by. Sanji yells, "Dad, help!" And his dad is just like, "Nope, sorry, fuck you. I have no obligation to help you. You're worthless and you're useless to me." And then, like, later on proceeds to lock Sanji in a cage with a mask, with a restriction mask on some Zoom Flash season 2 shit, like some Man in the Iron Mask shit. And he's asking, and like, so that gets me to wondering, back when Reiju was talking to him, when she said, what have you had to complain about? He had a lot to complain about. Even though he had women, money, and power at his disposal, he was treated like garbage just for being who he was. I mean, he wasn't strong as a kid, but look at Sanji now. He's a savage now. I mean, I thought he was gonna get wrecked by his dad in this chapter, but he held his own pretty well. I mean, I think he got KO'd at the end, but, you know, his dad didn't break his legs or anything like I thought he was going to. I still think that might happen, but now Sanji also has to worry about his hands, because at the end of the chapter, his dad straps a couple of exploding wrist bracelets to his hands, and is like, "Look, either proceed with the marriage, or I blow up your hands, and then you'll have to learn to cook with your feet." Judge Vinsmoke is a dick. Speaking of Judge Vinsmoke being a dick, the fight. First off, he can use lightning, apparently. I don't think that's like a natural thing that he can do like Sanji does with Diablo Jumbe, because, you know, that's a projection of his soul or whatever. His dad uses technology, so he's using some kind of electromagnetic technology. Second off, he's a dual wielder. He uses a spear, so I kind of expected that. I thought he was going to use a sword. He mentioned something about training Sanji to use a sword, so maybe we'll get Sanji using a sword at some point. Who knows? I doubt it. But so then Sanji is getting ready to go in for another Diablo Jumbe kick. His dad does the wall thing that one of his brothers did in one of the previous chapters, one of Sanji's brothers, I mean. So that's confirmed now, not to be a devil fruit ability. It's just that whenever they say wall, their men stand in front of them and take a bullet, or in this case, a spear, for the Vinsmokes. And Judge Vinsmoke confirms that all of the men of Germa 66 wouldn't think wouldn't think twice about giving their life. So that says something. So then, my biggest question though, right now is, where the fuck is Sanji's mom? Like, I've gotta imagine that is really the absolute only reason, besides protecting the crew, that has to be the only reason why he decided to come through and go through with this, because there's literally no other reason. Like his dad even said, "You're just a means to an end. I don't recognize you as my son." And his dad is starting to piss me off quite a lot because he reminds me of a certain someone that I'm not going to mention in this video. But his dad is a dick, like grade A, an asshole, and a dick. And father characters like that piss me off. Like, I always enjoy the good father characters like Goku, or even now Naruto, because Naruto's a father, or hell, even Vegeta's a better father than this asshole. So, you know, this guy's pissing me off. I hope Sanji comes back and totally wrecks his shit. I have a feeling that his father's gonna do some like really fucked up shit at some point, like to the rest of his kids, and they're gonna all turn against him, or Sanji's just gonna still be like, no, fuck all of you, and just kick the shit out of everybody. And I'm imagining either his mom is dead or his father has her tied up and captured somewhere, because for him to use his mother as a bargaining chip, that would make sense. Now, I'm also starting to think that maybe the 4 kids all have different mothers. Because for one woman to give birth to 4 boys on the same day, either her vagina must have been reinforced with hockey, or Judge Vince Smoke is a pimp. So, who knows? And hell, it's perfectly reasonable if Sanji more than likely gets his perverted tendencies for women from his father. Who knows? Maybe he gets it from his mother. Who knows? We haven't seen her yet. So, you know, those are my big questions. Where is mom? When are his brothers coming back? You know, he's obviously gonna get a rematch with Yonji at some point. I hope we get to see his actual fight with Yonji, because I'm imagining that there was like a lot of drama and hate there, because Sanji clearly has a lot of resentment towards all of them. I think the only one he's probably not going to fight is gonna be Reiju. That's a fight I want to see. Reiju versus Nami. Place your bets now. Reiju versus Nami. Calling it right now, because Reiju really seems like I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. I gotta see more of Reiju in order to fully assess whether I think she's a bitch or not. But right now, I really kind of do want to see Nami fight her. I do want to see Luffy maybe fight one of Sanji's siblings, unless Sanji's gonna go, you know, full blown honor. No, you guys take care of Big Mom. They're my family, so I have to fight them. So, you know, Sanji's gonna be the one to take down Germa 66. That's just a fact. I'm pretty sure that's how that's gonna go down. And considering the fact that they don't have to go to a whole nother island to combat Germa 66, since the island is right there, and it's always on the move, I imagine that, you know, Sanji's battle with Germa 66 is going to take place on their fortress island, and he's probably going to, by the end, sink the entire thing. Like, either Luffy's going to go Gear 4th and just obliterate the island, like maybe like the final battle between like Big Mom or something will happen like in between the islands or something. I don't know. We have no idea what Oda wants to do. You know, he said that the story is 65% complete. So, you know, the fight with Big Mom and the final fight with the Vince Smokes more than likely isn't gonna happen until like at best sometime around maybe Christmas, and that's being optimistic that it's gonna happen early, because, you know, we've still got Whole Cake Island, we got Wano. You know, we got a whole bunch of places that we got to go. We got the Reverie, you know, the Revolutionaries versus the Blackbeard Pirates. You know, Marco, all of that shit. So, you know, there's a bunch of stuff that we got to get through. So, but right now, let's just focus on Whole Cake Island, on the Vince Smokes, and let's get some more info on Sanji and what the fuck is going on with that. Because, Sanji it's his year. It definitely is his year, and I'm liking it a lot. So, you know, that's about all I got to say for now. You know, like, comment, subscribe, and support. And thanks again, you guys. Later.